Okay, guys, so earlier I mentioned that if you guys would like, I would do a vinyl cut with the Cricut Joy today, as it's the special for today's special on HSN, and I did have some people saying, please, yeah, that'd be great. So, okay. I'm going to do that real quick. I will have some affiliate links or some links to some of the products that I'm using here in the description box. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're to purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you can. I'm going to close up a little bit because I try to do screen capture on my other computer. It's not that great. This one I haven't really gotten the hang of it yet, so I'm just going to do this real quick. It's the easiest way to just show you my screen. The lights are off other than my overhead light, so it might look a little bit dark, but that's what it is. So I'm gonna, this is a Mac, so on Mac it's a little different. I know there's an app just for the Joy on your phone or an iPad, which is kind of like a simple version of Design Space, because obviously the Joy can't do everything, so there's no point in kind of going through Design Space and doing all this stuff when there might be options there that don't even relate to her. But, this is how I do it. Okay. Do not forget to have your Bluetooth on, okay? That's number one, because you have to pick up your Joy from your Bluetooth. So however your computer does that, go for it. So I'm going to open up Cricut Design Space. I opened it earlier today because I was just kind of playing with it to see if they've changed anything since this bundle and the Maker 3s are coming out and Explorer 3. And funny enough, it had an update. As soon as I opened it, I was like, of course. So it only took a few seconds, but still, and it said it had new features for Maker 3 or, updates for that. Some updates for the Cricut Joy being that they have the foil transfer stuff, and then some other updates said what it was for. I can't remember. The third thing was I did pick up the foil transfer kit, so hopefully that'll get here very soon, and we'll try that out at that time. So what I'm going to do right now is a vinyl cut, hopefully. I was thinking, what can I cut? Because I don't know what to do, what else to do. This journal I was making the other day, and I've already made everything that goes in it. It's for... I just thought, well, I can use it for the swaps. The swap that I'm hosting, I'll just put VianneyCreates swaps on this, and that'll be my swap folder, because I used to always write down everything that had to do with swaps whenever I would host them long ago. So this will be what I'm using that journal for. So I am going to do a vinyl that I can put on there, hopefully. All right, it's already on Joy. I'm not sure why, but sometimes it'll start off on Explorer or whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe because the last thing I was looking at was to see about the Joy. So that's fine. I'm going to leave it on Joy. If you have another machine, you can pick that. I'm going to say new project. And I'm just going to do words. Like I said, I want VianneyCreates swaps. So let me try to get a little bit closer. Oopsie. So I can kind of hold my computer up. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can put... There we go. All right. I put a little box under it just so you can see the screen. Hopefully this isn't... Let's lay it down a little bit more. Just... so that you guys can view it easier and not like get dizzy or something. Okay, I just want text. So I'm going to click on text right here. Actually, you know what? I should make this bigger. I was thinking about this last time. Like, why do I always work on this so tiny? Okay, text right here. And maybe I'll brighten my screen a little bit. Actually, if I brighten my screen, it dims what you guys are seeing, because that's just the counter effect of that. Okay, so it says add text. I'm going to start typing. I'm going to put VianneyCreates, and I don't like that font. Oops. Swaps. And as you can see, it's kind of justified left. I'm going to click on this alignment right here and center it, because I'd rather it to be centered. The size is too big anyway. Well, even if I moved it over, it's like 9 inches. My little folder is about 5 inches wide. So you could always go in here and type what you want. You can change the font size here. Sorry, right here. I'm trying to make it so it's very obvious. Right here, you can change the font size. Right here, you can just mess with it. So you can type in something, or you can just click on this and make it smaller and larger here. So I'm just going to look at what it says here. See, that's still 7 inches wide. I don't want that. But I also want to change the font, so maybe I should just mess with it after I see. So over here, I'm going to go to Cricut Sans, where it says font. It's on Cricut Sans. That's what it always starts with. There's lots of ways to go through this stuff. And of course, the cutest ones are the ones you have to buy. You can also say you only want to see the ones that you own or things like that. So we have filters over here, a certain type that you might want to look at. I'm going to go to system, and what's funny, when I click on system, everything is what I have. So I'm like, okay, is that what's in my system? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I clicked on the word system and it works right here. And it might be just fonts that are like in your actual Microsoft Word. Either way, I'm going to look for something cute. I want like a chubby. Oh, that one's cute too. Ooh, I wonder how that would work. This one looks like a crayon. Anyway, I don't know that I want to waste your guys' time while I look for what I want. Let me see. Badoni. Oh, this one looks cute because he's kind of chubby. Let's do that. Bangala MN. And I'm going to want to, if I can do this, I'm going to make it bold right here because I like it to be a little thicker. There we go. So when it cuts, it's thick. And then I'm going to shrink it down. Again, I'm just grabbing it, but if you want to change the font size, then you can just do that. That's cute. Maybe not my favorite, but that's okay. So I'm going to make it so it's just under 4 inches wide because of, again, what I want to put it on. I'm sorry, just under 5 inches wide. So I have that. Now, when I go to cut this, I have a feeling it's going to waste a lot of my vinyl. I'm going to be using this smart vinyl. It's a 20-foot roll, permanent in white. I also have some transfer tape that actually came with my Cricut bundle when I bought it, the Joy bundle a long time ago. So I'm going to use that because I don't have any other transfer tape, like a smaller one. I'm just going to cut a piece off of there. But look, let's say I'm going to click over here. Sorry. Right over here where it says make it. And I have my Joy plugged in. Okay, I would say without matte. I just want to show you something. Without matte. Okay, this one. Because I'm going to use the smart vinyl. Done. And look at all this back piece right here. Now I can cut a piece of vinyl. Well, you can't because it's smart vinyl. So like it has to be on the roller that goes into the machine, right? If you had some other vinyl, maybe you can trim your paste down. Oh my gosh, your paper, the roll down, right? But I don't have that. I'm using the smart thing. So if I use that, all this piece will pretty much be wasted because later on you can kind of manipulate it, but then you have to peel it away. Like it's just going to be a problem. So I think what I'm going to do, it says my paper needs to be 5.5, which is what it is, by 6.25, is go back to my project. I guess I can press cancel down here. You can also just go back to the mat. And I'm going to add another text just so I'm not wasting it. Let me see what I can do with this. VianneyCreates. No, I don't need it to be that big. I'm just going to change the font size. That's still pretty big. What I'm going to do with this one is after I get it, I'm going to put it on my Explorer. Or maybe I'll put it right here on the Cricut. I don't know, on my Joy. I just figure I'll just do that. But that's kind of small. 7 inches by an inch. That's something I can put on my Joy. I guess I can put it over there too. Okay. And maybe, no, as I make this a little bit bigger, 4.6. Maybe I'll still make this one a little bit bigger. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to join these, even though I don't have to. But what I'm going to do is just click over here on the side. And as long as I'm highlighting, I'm going to press my right click basically. And get that and touch this one too. So now they're together. And over here, I'm going to click on group right over here. So now they're together. So now I'm going to click make it again. And, again, for Cricut Smart Materials only, I'm going to click on that and say done. And now I'm still wasting this piece back here, but I'm okay with that kind of. I do want actually that doesn't matter. I was going to say I need to separate these a little bit more, put some space in between there. I'm going to go cancel. I'm going to go back really quickly. And since these are together, I'm just going to click on that again. Come on. Nope. Okay, actually what I'm going to do is ungroup. And I'm going to see if I can get a space in here. Usually you can write. Maybe that's where I should be kerning it. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just, let me go click make it again. It looks like it's moving all together anyway, even though, see, I had ungrouped it. Okay. This is where we get in a little trouble. I just want to show you what happened. Now it looks like crazy like this, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to click cancel again down here. I'm going to go back and again, highlight them both. I'll just deal with it. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but you know me. Okay. I'm going to click ungroup because for some reason it's acting funny. I'm going to group everything. Now I clicked on ungroup up here. Now I clicked on group. And let's see. Hopefully it shows it the right way like before. Nope. Oh my gosh, Vianney. This is where I get my pickles, you guys. All right, I'm gonna press cancel. I'm just gonna undo all of this. I'm gonna go undo, undo, undo until it was back where I had it. You know what happened is when I did ungroup and it ungrouped every single one of my words, which is not what I wanted. Here we are. So I just did undo, undo, undo. And now I will grab this. And I should be able to. Okay, it's already grouped, is what it looks like from before, right? Because I only undid so much. Let's click make it. Looks good. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. It's fine. I'm just putting 2 images on there, basically, with that, you know. So I'll say done. Now, it says I need my material to be 9 1/4 long, which is really kind of a bummer, to be honest. I feel like I should put something in here. But, okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut it. You can leave it on this whole strip. What I remember from the before, and maybe they've changed that, is that if you leave the whole strip, it's going to take it all in and measure it, measure it, measure it, measure it, and then spit it back out and then do the cutting. Because it wants to know that you have the right amount. And I don't want it to take in 20 feet of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So let me get this out. And I guess I'll just cut it with scissors. I don't know. So this is just, again, white permanent vinyl. I mean, you can look on the back. Obviously, each square is 1 inch, so it is already half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'd be 9 1/2, and it says it needs 9 1/4. So I'm going to cut right on that. Sorry about this low-tech video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not even sure I like that font, but oh well. So I'm going to cut this. Try to do it straight, but you know, whatever. Okay, ready to load for long continuous cuts without a cutting mat. All right. So basically for me to keep this back side of the material, I ended up making it longer, so now I'm wasting this bottom corner, but you know, whatever. You can play with it, you know, and see what you like. Okay, so VianneyCreates swaps and VianneyCreates. Okay, I'm a little scared, but that's fine. So I have my piece cut. We are going to click continue. Am I doing this video all at once, like in one session? That's pretty cool. I haven't paused yet is what I'm trying to say. Smart Vinyl Permanent. And I'm going to put a little star on that one because I'll probably be using that because that's what I have here. So Smart Vinyl Permanent, you can do shimmer or whatever, removable, you know. All right. And then the pressure is just default, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to open my little gal. She's over here. I don't really have to get her closer to me, but I'm just opening it so you see that she's here. She's plugged in. Little lights blinking. All right, let's open it up. It says load tools and material, which it already has the fine point blade. It's already in there, and load material. Okay, fine point blade is already in there. Obviously, I don't need to mess with it because it's been there. I'm gonna take my material, just so you can kind of see what's going on, and bring it close. And it's going to read it. It says, Joy is checking the length of material. Make sure you have enough material. I can pause that, which I don't need to. It says it's great. All right, because we saw we needed 9 1/4. I did 9 1/2. So material's loaded. Everything's good. Click go. This is so scary. I've cut vinyl before, right? The first cut that they have you do is vinyl, but you know. I can probably turn the light on now. Ooh. It's a little bright. Let's try this other one. There we go. And then we can maybe even back up now. So I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm trying to see. Okay, I can see it is cutting. You can tell. You'll look and you'll be like, it's not doing anything. So it is cutting. It is getting dusty already. All right, we're at 22, 25%. I'm just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna come back when it's done. Okay. Or I guess since this video is not that long, we can just sit here together. I was saying in the meantime I can cut the transfer tape, but I don't really know how much I need, to be honest. I'm really just gonna do the one for the swap. You can reuse this stuff too, so you know, until it's not sticky enough to help you transfer anymore. I don't really know how big this needs to be. I guess that's the other thing I don't know. What size to cut this to? I know it's like a couple inches by 5 inches. I also have my little Cricut tools. I need to go grab them because I need, where did I put them? You might need the weeder. There's some information on here. Place vinyl sheet liner side down to Cricut cutting mat. Select images, you know, refer to vinyl kiss cut guide to adjust machine settings. Kiss cut is the only goes through the vinyl and leaves the liner intact. Ooh, I don't know. I just left it on default, so I hope everything cuts right. I'm gonna cut this tape very carefully because I don't want to cut the next layer. So, like I said, you can reuse the pieces. So, like right now, if I cut a piece long enough to do the VianneyCreates, the bigger one, then that's great. But I'm just gonna cut the small one to get the piece that I want for my journal, and then later I'll do the other. You know what's funny? That white probably won't even show up that much because my whole background is white. It'll be okay. All right. What are we doing? I guess it's done. And it says complete, and then I need to click unload. And that's it, you guys. So I'm done with this. So I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm actually just gonna close this. So there's this whole section here. Maybe I can try to reuse if I want to be really tight about it. I can probably cut into this and then later select it to cut in that area. I don't know. You know, I'm saying this whole piece here too. But I am just going to have to waste it for now because honestly I don't know what else to do with it. So I'm going to close this up, push that away. So I hate doing that, but you know, especially the way you know me. Like if I can save something, I will. Trying to think what I want to do about this. It still hurts me to waste it, but that's okay, I guess. Okay, let's get this thing peeled up. Because basically what I'm going to do, I think, is peel most of this, and then I'll cut it with scissors, and maybe later I can still use this portion over here. As you can see, as I'm pulling this up. You do want to be careful with this, because you don't want to pull up the wording. And I know it's white on white, I'm sorry. Like that one, see how that just ripped? But that's not, that was just the extra piece, so it's okay. But yeah, you can definitely tear this stuff. And I've heard some people say that, you know what, the vinyls from Cricut aren't the best, like to use an off-brand or another brand's vinyl. Crazy enough, whenever I went to Hobby Lobby, they have tons of stuff that's like, it looks like the Cricut stuff, but it's their brand. What I'm trying to do is cut this off just so I can be shysty. And, you know, maybe you can even use that if you wanted. I'm going to put this to the side for now somewhere, because maybe I'll die cut that. Yes, I can put it back on here and die cut it, huh? Okay. Now, I always have this little weeding tool here. I know it's very hard to see. Let me try to get closer just so we can maybe... Right there. So I'm going to dig out this little tiny thing in the A. Try not to gouge anything else. And this piece that tore. So it's just that little part of the C. Oh, the E. Ooh. Now, I would probably do this laying it down, but since I want you guys to be able to see kind of what I'm doing, even though there's all this light. So I'm just going to take a moment to do this. And we are doing this in real time because I have not paused. Okay. I still need to cut away a little bit from that edge. Like, let's get this off of here. VianneyCreates, swaps. And I hope it's not too big. That looks kind of wide now. Oh, it's gonna be right across. Right across. I have my computer sitting on my lap. This is all very inconvenient right now. What I'm gonna do is trim off a little bit. Sorry about that noise. The way it clack, clack, clacks. I'm gonna take a little bit more off because it's right on that S. I need the S to be... Well, you know, it'll probably pick up the S and not this when I use the transfer tape, huh? It should. Okay. Goodness, sorry. Oh gosh, it's so hard to see. And then the camera's like, nope, we gotta be dark. Right here. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let me back up. No, back up. That'll give you more color and that makes it less wonky here. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna place something on here. Now, you don't want to get little stuff stuck on here. It doesn't really matter, but I need this. And it does have obviously squares, so you can kind of see what you're doing. I need it to be, let's take a quick measurement. Hey, for the first time doing something like this isn't too bad. Well, I guess we have to wait, don't we? 2 inches by, let's say 2 inches by 5 1/4, just to give me a little extra. So these are 1/2 inch squares, I'm assuming. Yep. So 2 inches by 5 1/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/2. And hopefully I didn't see that incorrectly. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, hold on. I need to get one little tool. Sorry for all the glare and just that I came on here super quick. Where are my Cricut tools? Oh, come on, little girl. I put all my stuff here and I put my Cricut stuff right next to it because I said, okay, that's where it's gonna be. It's probably under something. All right, forget it. I'm gonna have to use something that will help me push this down. What would that look like? Darn it, I'm gonna have to pause. I have to find these tools. I'll be right back. Sometimes I can't even with myself, as people say. I don't know where it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. Maybe it'll help me kind of push it down the back of this thing. You just need something that's kind of wide that'll help you kind of get this on here, you know? All right, I'm gonna try to be careful with it though. So you definitely need transfer tape. Some kits come with it that I've seen, like different bundles, but normally you have to get that yourself. Or your roll of it. They do have it in smaller sizes. Oh my goodness, of course. I should have picked at this before I got on here. Pretty quick though. I mean, if this works, then that's cool. I'm happy that it cut. Because that was part of the problem with that last Joy I had, and I had to return it. It just was like, I have no idea what to do. It started not even cutting paper. Okay, but again, that's design space. It's not the machine, in my opinion. Okay, now I want to, hopefully I'm catching all of it. Yep, there's the V. Really, you just need this to pick it up. So, like, you know, down here, I probably should have brought it down a little bit lower. But that's what I got, so that's what I'm doing. And I even got it up here, right? Didn't really mean to. So I am going to give this a real good squish, squish, squish. Squish, 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 because you're wanting that to come up to your transfer tape and not stay on the carrier, right? So I'm giving it a really nice squish. I am going to then try to get this off of here, and of course people always say to, oh, that did not work yet. That's scary, you guys. Again, I don't have my little correct tool, so that might be adding to this. Okay, there we go. Okay, you really gotta... I was being real rough with it there. Okay. And if it's not, like this one doesn't want to come up, okay, let's do it again. There we go. So the first time I ever made a cut, what's so funny is because they do a test cut, I just picked it up and pulled it away. I'm like, yeah, we're good. But that's not really what you want to do with vinyl. You want to use the transfer. Especially as you can see that it can tear. So that's not good. I was trying not to stick this side down, but there it goes. Alright guys, there's that. And I already picked this up, so this is probably not going to be a good thing to try to reuse anyway, but who knows. Alright. This was fun because you know what? You guys got me doing this and now I'm here trying it out. Aww. Oh my goodness. And then I'm looking at my grid. I guess you can pay attention to the lines. I'm just going to eyeball this, but you know, if you want to lay it down straight, it's already touching in this bottom part. I can feel this was already touching. So there's that. Now we're putting it down. Aww. I might be bitten by the bug. I already told you guys, I'm like, I don't do vinyl, I cut paper. Actually, it's funny, I talked to a guy at Hobby Lobby and he was ringing me up, and I might have mentioned this. And he's like, oh, you have a Cricut? Because I bought the longer mat for the Joy. I'm like, oh yeah, and we kind of talked about it. I said, yeah, sometimes, you know, he's like, yeah, it can get frustrating. I'm like, thank you very much, sir. Because even for him, and he cuts vinyl. I'm like, yeah, that's, a lot of times you hear these makers, they call themselves, they cut vinyl and other things. I'm like, I just do paper, but okay. I wasn't that rough with it this time. But it's still on there, and you see I'm doing it very slowly, you guys, because I do not want to mess anything up. But really, it's not going to get messed up. It's just you're going to have to go over it again like I did with the other one when the A didn't want to come up. And I'm keeping it really close to the... I'm not like picking it up and pulling it up. I'm keeping it very flat. I hope you kind of see that. I'm peeling away. You guys. Ugh, you know what this means. You know what this means. I'm gonna have to go buy a bunch of vinyl. You already know it. Okay. Now, we have this piece, and you can put it back over here. And it'll keep working for you until it doesn't. So, you know, we can reuse it. Somebody had asked if you can use something. I forgot what she said. I'm like, well, the thing is, the transfer tape has to be stronger than the mat, right? To pull it up. And then weaker than this sticky stuff when you stick it on where you want it. So you can't just use just any old thing. But you guys. All right. At least I didn't misspell this. I was just thinking, what if I had a typo? Didn't even notice. Yay. Wow. I put it on a little crooked. Let's just not, we'll just pretend it's perfectly straight. Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, it was that easy. It was not that easy before, so I think Design Space is working the kinks. It's getting good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Again, they do have an app just for the Joy, and it's much like easier to use even at that. But yeah, no, we're good. This is very crooked. Oh well. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys at the next one. I have links for these different things. I did pick them up on HSN, so I'll have the links there for that. All right, guys. See ya. Bye now. You know, this piece here, what I'm gonna do is be very careful. I'm gonna cut off this extra part because this part is shot. I mean, it's done. But like I said, maybe I can die cut this part and have like a little shape or a little image or something. But I'm just gonna stick this down, just right back there. And yeah, maybe use a die cut it. Ooh, get that little air bubble out of there. And that'll be cool. And then I'll try to reuse this. And of course, I'm going to take this off with the transfer tape and stick it on my, I think this is good size. It goes from here to here, to go on my Explorer Air 2. All right. Bye now.